Everything this guy was doing to Fatima in this episode was genuinely insane.
It's the only place that the baby will be safe.
There is no baby.
Yes, there is. It's just not yours.
Help!
So many people have been saying for such a long time that Elgin has been secretly evil this entire time. So what's going on here is truly crazy. The theories of him being a mole have always been going strong in this community. And here's the truth. Elgin is genuinely a very suspicious guy. And everything going on with him kidnapping Fatima and telling her that the baby she's carrying doesn't actually belong to her and that she's really having someone else's demon in her belly. And the way he was smiling when he was lying and saying that he was sent to find her by her husband, everything going on here definitely adds a lot to the ideas of Elgin always being evil or always being the mole or whatever you want to say is going on. Because here's the truth. Even if Elgin is just doing all of this out of some misguided sense of doing the right thing, why is he so happy about it? Like, look at this guy's smile. Everything he's doing and the way he's going on about it just makes him look suspicious as hell.
Fatima, it's Elgin.
I told you. Ellis is waiting. Come on.
What really gets me about this guy is how happy he looks doing all of this. He genuinely looks like a psychopath. He's having so much fun with Fatima. Look at this guy's smile when he realized Fatima was all alone in the shack when he walked in. He looks like a dog that just found a juicy, clean, and perfectly cut piece of steak. It's crazy. Think about everything he did to even get Fatima to the root cellar to begin with. First of all, he manipulated her by claiming that he was sent by Ellis to find her. And then when she's writhing in agony, the dude just drags her into that secret room like a rag doll without any remorse. And that smile, goddamn, that smile that he has when he was telling her that the demon in her belly doesn't actually belong to her. He seems like he's really enjoying everything that he's doing and the level of misery that he's causing to Fatima in these moments. It makes him look like a straight up psycho. Just think about it. If you had to do something bad, supposedly for the good of others and getting them home, you wouldn't be smiling like you just realized your daddy just bought you a new pair of sneakers. You'd be super serious because a normal person would not be deriving anywhere near this much pleasure from causing harm to people. But Elgin, oh man, this guy's crazy.
I don't want to. I can't do anymore.
I told you. Ellis is waiting. Come on.
Even when you compare his behavior to what happened with Sarah and the voices, there's a massive difference in how they were responding to what they believed was what they had to do to get everybody home. With Sarah, we can see very clearly that she was suffering significantly from the things that she was doing. She was living with a heavy level of guilt, and she absolutely hated every second of it. But she thought that it was the only way. Like, we literally see Sarah arguing with the voices, asking her to cut out Toby's tongue after killing him was too much for her. But the voices were so loud in her head that she simply could not refuse. But here with Elgin, he gets 2 moments with the kimono demon claiming, I can save all of you. And the next second he's out here dragging pregnant women into root cellars, and he's clearly having a heck of a time doing all of that.
If we can kill them, everybody here is going to be a whole lot safer.
I know.
So why are you upset?
You're pregnant? I just remembered my dream.
The idea that he was always working against the people of the town, all of that really started immediately after he arrived into town. And the fact that it was Fatima's pregnancy specifically that triggered his memories definitely adds a lot to him being so suspicious. And he also seemed to have some information about Smiley's body, so that clearly doesn't make him any less suspicious. The truth is, Elgin was always a suspicious guy from the moment we saw him on the bus, like... He was literally the only person we'd ever seen at that point who we conclusively knew had explicit knowledge of this cursed Fromland before he arrived. And let's be honest, when you think about the voice on the radio that literally happened less than an episode before Elgin's introduction, and also the fact that Martin kept talking about some they who imprisoned him, which also coincidentally happened around that same time Elgin was introduced, there was a lot of stuff that made it seem like Elgin really could have been sent to be some sort of mole or double agent for some enemy force working against the people of the town. And it obviously just makes sense to be suspicious of the one guy who seems to have explicit knowledge of the town and even of the people of this town itself.
I don't trust him.
Look, we're still alive.
For now.
About the dream.
There was this boy, all dressed in white.
And that scene of Victor saying, I don't trust him, that was definitely used by a lot of people to say Elgin was clearly evil and working as the mole. And maybe that's true, maybe that's the case. And him having a dream of the boy in white, who's already a suspicious character by himself, definitely doesn't do him any favors. But the truth is, Elgin is probably not the mole and probably just being manipulated like what happened with Sarah, and what I personally believe is also happening to Tabitha in regards to saving the children in the tower. I mean, if you still think this kimono demon is not evil, man, I don't know what to tell you. But one thing that we know for sure about what's going on with the people of this town is that they are incredibly stupid. Like, Elgin really thought that it's a good idea to go into some secret room that nobody knows about, hidden in a root cellar under the orders of some kimono demon that only he could see. The fact that he did all of that without telling anybody where he was going, it's crazy how stupid these people are, because if that kimono demon locked him down in that room, absolutely nobody nobody would have ever found him. There's literally the dead body of another fool who got locked in that same exact way. And this guy over here obviously died at least a few decades ago minimum, and nobody ever found him. And we know that because his body is still in this secret room. Nobody ever found him. And that's exactly why you should be telling people where you're going, because you might end up getting locked in and tortured by some kimono demon. But you know what's even dumber than that? The fact that the townspeople don't already have some sort of orientation for the new arrivals to tell them, hey, if you're hearing voices or seeing demons telling you, oh, I can help you free everybody in the town and show you the way out, they are all liars. Do not listen to them. It's crazy that after what happened with Sarah, they still don't have that as part of the orientation. I mean, you could literally just tell the new arrivals, if you want to know all about these voices and how they can lie to you, just ask the resident murderer in the town, because she killed like 3 people because of listening to them, and she ended up slicing the neck of her own brother in the process. It's that easy, bro. They lied to her. Obviously, they're lying to you as well. And this situation with Elgin would not be happening because he would already know that the kimono demon is obviously trying to trick him.